watching this video right now, it's for a reason. Even me making this video, I didn't want to really make it. Something told me I had to pick up the camera and just start talking to you. If you believe in coincidence, if you believe that if you get in a car crash, it's fate. If you believe that you came across this video for a reason, that's all that matters. The truth is, I think there is no coincidences. I think fate is what you're in control of. To a certain extent. A lot of people would say that I wasn't even meant to be here today. If you're watching this video right now, whatever time it is, right now it's 8:59 p.m. I used to always wonder, will I ever make it? Will I ever make money online? Will I ever become that person that I've always dreamt of? Sometimes I catch myself asking myself the exact same question right now. Even though that to many other people, they might assume that I already made it. Multiple six figures, profit, online, no job. I live in everybody's dream city right now. But I'm telling you this because from that side, viewing this side, it always seems like, what the fuck, bro? Is that even possible for me? This is your first time ever watching it. I'm gonna tell you how I even got to this position. I've always wanted to be famous. I've always wanted to make money online. I've always wanted to just make it. To me, it was fame. To me, it was money. The most important thing was money. I thought I was going to make money with a college degree. So I went to school. I had a best friend. His name was Mario. Right after high school, I didn't have the best grades compared to him. So he would always ask me, bro, have you applied to the college? Have you applied to Sac State? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But he didn't know that I had already applied. I just didn't get accepted. Eventually school ends, right? We graduate. And I tell him like I didn't get accepted. But I'm gonna go to a community college and I'm gonna figure it out so then I eventually could go to the college you're going to, Sac State. So I went to CRC, Consumers River College. At first I had applied to the big university. What I really wanted to do, I went on the internet and typed in the most expensive, the degrees that made the most money, and the ones that I was kind of interested in. For me, it was either law, criminal justice, something having to do with having a gun or crime scene investigator, something with the law. I knew that they made a lot of money, those degrees. Then I found computer science. But for some reason at the community college, I just decided to do business and marketing. I switched around from all of them, but the one I really wanted to do at the end was business and marketing. I was like, yeah, everybody who has a business is rich. So I went to college. My business teachers were telling me how to make business plans and marketing, but it was stuff that was outdated. They never taught me about social media. They never taught me about anything online. So I dropped out. I said, fuck that. So from one day to the next, I go on and log on Canva or something like that, losrios.edu, drop out of my class. I didn't tell nobody. I kept going to college to use the Wi-Fi at the library because I didn't want to tell my mom. I was like, I'm gonna go to the library, I'm gonna figure it out. Came across drop shipping. The first business model that ever worked for me. Made it. My first 6 figures was with drop shipping. Changed my life. At this time, I started to understand courses, digital products, coaching. So I started helping other businesses as a social media marketing agency. running their ads, making videos and content for them. So I went from drop shipping to SMMA, marketing advertising agency. That made me money too. Then I lost it all. I had all this money. I was just this skinny little nerd, not confident, doing all the drugs. I literally tried every single drug to the point where one night I almost overdosed. Nobody knows this besides my close friends. I used to do that white stuff in your nose, and one time I go to this club and this guy at the bathroom, of course, where they always are, he offers me, he's like, bro, you want some? I'm like, yeah. Little did I know, it wasn't what I thought it was. It was the glass version. And I did a little too much. I remember I couldn't sleep. Heart was beating. I felt the worst I have ever felt. Thinking back at it, I'm like, it was a miracle that I even stayed alive, because now we're in 2026 and I have multiple friends who have overdosed on that specific fentanyl, which they cut all these different drugs with. Either it's pills, either it's powder substances. I have friends who have died from this. So I lost everything after that. I had to rebuild again. First thing I ever did right after that was I started brainwashing myself again. I was like, dude, I can't be like this. I need to kill that old version of myself. I almost fucking OD'd. I almost died. I lost all my money. So I started rebuilding my self-image, self-improving, going to the gym, figuring out how to make money with these new business models. I already had all these skills: video editing, running ads, funnels, marketing, personal brand. I knew how to do all this stuff. So the first thing that came to my mind, since me and my brother started going to the gym a lot, we started to get in shape. I'm like, bro, let's launch a coaching, fitness coaching. Let's sell courses, nutrition, training for people. Like this, we made our first 15, 16, 17K a month. And we just kept going from there. And then I started doing videos on TikTok, started blowing up. My brother started making videos on TikTok too. He blew us up. And I started making videos and I blew us up again. Millions of views. Thousands of dollars a day coming in from views, from coaching, from courses. We would go on TikTok live and do live. And everything was going better. And then just 8 months ago, I decided, you know what, I gotta take it to the next level. So I moved us to Miami. I said, bro, we're going to Miami. I'm from California, Sacramento, Galt 209. I said, bro, we gotta take it to the next level. 8 months ago, I said, fuck it, let's move across the country. So we moved here. And now I'm here. And you're watching. You're just seeing the videos online where you think everything just happens overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of effort. Some could say it could take luck. But if you know you're destined for something greater, you know you're destined to be something much more than you can even fathom and imagine, I'm telling you, it's a sign. This exact video that you're watching right now are the exact videos I used to watch before. And I always knew I would be in this position because I believed in myself. Now, time just has to catch up and you have to do that work. You know what you have to do. It sounds corny even when I say it, but every time I have aligned myself spiritually, mentally, going to the gym, eliminating all these bad habits that I have, I always level up. It all starts off with your mind. If you can control your mind and you can brainwash yourself for success every day, it starts off with affirmations, brainwashing yourself. You will be successful. The business model doesn't even matter. Right now, I can start a clothing brand. I'll make it successful. I can start trading. I'll make it successful. But I chose the best business model for myself. Online coaching, courses. That's the future. You know everybody who's online, bro. They're all selling courses. They're all influencers. They're all doing coaching, digital products. It's the only business model that AI can't replace. AI can replace everything else. They already replaced my tia working at Walmart. You can go self-checkout. That's AI. The only thing that I won't replace is a human. I get paid to self-improve. I get paid to post videos. I get paid to help other people. People watch me and look up to me because I motivate them. I inspire them. I'm showing them that they don't have to go the traditional route. College, 9 to 5. You have to understand that this isn't going to be easy. It's not supposed to be. You want to be the 1%. You want all these things. You want to live in Miami, have the luxury, materialism, the cars, the freedom. And you think it's supposed to be easy? Bro, you're asking what less than 1% of the human population have. It's supposed to be difficult. If it wasn't difficult, you wouldn't want this. You wouldn't want anything. Anything worth having is going to be difficult. Once you understand that it's up to you to change your life and nobody's going to come save you, is when it's going to click for you. I think, I live, I breathe every single day this. Content creation, helping my students, self-improvement, inspirational, motivational. This is my fucking life, bro. Didn't happen over a span of a month, but it happened every single present moment, every day compounded to months, to years. We're in 2026. If in 1 year from now, you know you're gonna win, how much would you put in? Ask yourself. How many times would you fail? How many times would you try? If it was inevitable that you could win, wouldn't you want to fail faster? Wouldn't you want to do the work faster? You can say you want to do things. Yeah, bro, I want this. I want that. I want what you have. But do you wake up and this is the first thing you think of? Do you wake up and all day you're just thinking of this? Or do you get distracted? Content creation is the only thing that has allowed me to live and still make money. No matter what I do, if I pull out the camera, I can get on phone calls, I can text people. My business is on my phone. If I have a phone, I will never starve. Now it's up to you what you want to do. This isn't for everybody. If you don't have work ethic, if you're not willing to do the work, if you're not willing to sacrifice smoking weed or hanging out with your little girlfriend or hanging out with your friends, I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying if you're not willing to sacrifice it a little bit, then everything you want is going to become the sacrifice. It's up to you. Let's take it to the extreme. You know how people in different religions sacrifice animals? Bro, they're willing to cut off a chicken's head, goat, sacrifice a human for the gods to obtain what they want. Back in the days, the Aztecs, the Mayans would sacrifice humans, animals, for their gods so it could rain. So then it would rain and their vegetables, their fruits would grow. And that was to eat food. You have the luxury where you don't have to think like that. You're not willing to sacrifice smoking weed. You're not willing to sacrifice your scrolling time. You're not willing to sacrifice your video games, your time with your family, your girlfriend. Bro, you're not gonna make it. We're in the easy. This is easy, bro. All you have to do is record, make content, document your life, get on calls with people, text people. They give you money. And then you provide them a service. You provide them a nutrition plan. You provide them a motivational course. You provide them This is your sign, bro. Your sign to take your life serious. Your sign to do whatever it takes. Your sign to commit and make a vow to yourself. Promise to yourself that you will do whatever it takes to make it. That you will do whatever it takes to get rich. That you will do whatever it takes to change your life. Hundreds of years have passed by. You're telling me I'm the only one in my generation, coming from my family, from my lineage, that said, I want to get rich. You're that chosen. You're him. It only happens. One person out of hundreds of years, thousands of years even, get consciousness from above, and they get the idea to become that person who changes and breaks the chains of their family curse. You're that one person. I'm that one person. Or else you wouldn't be watching these types of videos. Most people don't have the attention span to be watching this amount of video without any fancy edits. Most people don't click on these videos. Most people say they want things, but they just watch cat videos all day. They just play Call of Duty. They just go drink with their friends every day, smoke weed every day. You're obsessed like I am, and that obsession is what's gonna help you win. Trust me, bro, I was just like you. Like I mentioned, college, bro. That's the only way that they told me how to do things. Working at Subway, construction. I knew there was a different way. This is your way, bro. You know what you need to do. Nobody else is gonna save you. You know how much you want it. You know how much you're willing to sacrifice. You know what you need to do, bro. Don't let anybody else convince you otherwise. Keep that dream alive. It might take you 1 month. Maybe in a month you make it happen. Start making money online. Maybe you already started making money online. Maybe you already quit your job. Anybody could do it for a month. Who's gonna stay in the game the longest? Who's gonna be willing to sacrifice more? Of course, bro, it's you. Tell yourself it's you. You're meant for greater things. That's all you have to realize. Every day, think about this one thing. You have that one thought in your head for a reason. It's not leaving your brain. How long have you been thinking of this? It's for a reason. And then one day you're gonna look back, just like I'm looking back. You're gonna be in your dream apartment, in the dream city, making the amount of money that you want. Just because that one night you made a promise to yourself that you were willing to do whatever it takes. Make the decision that you're willing to die for. Trust me, I wouldn't just be saying this, because I used to be on the other side of the camera. Now I'm on this side. If I did it, you can do it too. I'm a human. I shit in the morning. I bleed. I'm not a god. So if I did it, you can do it, bro. I believe in you, bro. Every day's Monday. Let's stay locked in. Stronger, smarter, better. I believe in you. If right now you're having doubt, I believe in you. If nobody's ever told you, I believe in you. Let's make it happen, bro. I fucking love you.